smartest minds in the world with the potential for even greater heights. That could definitely go awry, but I think that's at least my gut reaction for the moment.
All right. In that one, you'd have to be careful and take it, and essentially be taking inventory of all creatures on this world that your intelligence is now being
I guess
essentially placed toward.
depending on like how that would get interpreted, that might like take like the top 10th percentile of every living thing, and that might also include like all the things that just barely qualify as having intelligence.
Yeah, that could be a big scale, and then like you also want to leave yourself the room to improve.
Yeah.
So like Vic is like, okay, this is the max that we're thinking of, but he also wants to make it to keep getting better.
Yeah, that's partially why
down here, and then let him keep going.
Yeah, that's partially why I worded it with the potential for greatness, is that it can improve beyond that, and that's not like hard capped at whatever it.
Something else might be.
Yeah, something else could come up. For V, I think he'd very much contemplate wishing just full on for riches. Obviously, the wording would be up for debate. But I think what
like
he
buried in gold, let it rain diamonds. What's he want?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna do a hypothetical right now of like if he were to try and wish for riches, I think what he'd do is like every time uh oh, this actually reminds me of a whole other thing. Uh wish for like a specific like hand gesture, like specific like these fingers like touching, only these fingers touching an object while only these fingers touching an object while like doing some other gesture, like either with his hands or like patting his head. I don't know. Whatever he's touching would turn to gold, which would be very useful for getting rich, but also could be used for other things, but doesn't have necessarily the downside of the Midas touch. In terms of, sorry, name light up.
Oh no, I was gonna ask like how now the hardest thing for that one is to be worded right so nothing gets added or taken away, or essentially no loose ends. That would be
Probably
if it's specifically for certain things, if you lose or damage any of those digits and or whatever gestures you need, I could kind of handle that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Your hand gets cut off and you lose your superpower. Let's see. For probably the more one that he'd actually come to, I think he'd wish that, and this might very well be a risky one because he wouldn't necessarily have control over this. V would wish that his friends had never left and were still around, were recovered, something along those lines. I would put a lot more intention into the wording with this as well, I'm sure. And that they would find great success.
Nice.
Yeah. Vague, but at least the success part is, I think, it can definitely get turned on its head, but is less likely to genie luring, is that a term?
You can make it one, yeah.
Did you want to go over that one, or did you should I move on to Leah?
Yeah, I think that would be the okayish one. Just be being careful of how you asked for them to appear before you. I think. Because if any of them are like in trouble or not alive anymore, you just be looking at corpses.
Yeah, there's and there's definitely some that are not alive anymore.
Also, careful with the way you describe if you know one's dead and try to bring them back.
Yeah. Well, there's also like a question of like what he asked, like that he gets sent back in time with the possibility to change things, or with the future being changed, or how that would work.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, Crystal.
Oh, I actually did have Leah as well.
Oh, right, no, forgot. How would I forget the new person?
Oh no, you're good. Oh, this one's decently quick because it's very generally similar to that one with V. She's probably a bit more aware and maybe a little caring towards the risks of this. She would wish to, and I'll leave this generally vague, go back in time with her current knowledge and skills so that she could change certain events. And I'll DM you. I think you probably know what.
Oh yeah, I do. But that one is it's essentially giving you two versions of yourself, and depending on how some people rule it, like the Doc Brown theory of you can't get too close with the same thing, or it would have forced you to fuse when you essentially entered that time.
Oh yeah, I think the way that she would word it is so that she would become that version of herself in the past. She would like kind of her mind would go back with her skills and maybe some of her strength that she's and some of her power that she's gained since then. But that may be partially up to the wish granting entity.
Yeah, that'd definitely be something you have to word correctly to get it right. Otherwise, it could be you might just send your memories back.
Yeah. Give my future or my past self visions of the future and no ability to stop or control what would happen. That would be pretty terrible. I think that's it. So. I think Crystal.
Crystal, what are your characters? Sorry.
So Roya would ask to go back in time to the day that she left for the Coins Guard so that she could take her brother with her. And Leah would just ask to hear her parents' story.
Leah?
Not Leah. Sorry, I was looking at Leah. Didn't.
No, you're good.
Kaylin. Kaylin would ask to just hear her parents' story.
Aww. It's so about stories.
Aww. That one would definitely be a simpler one. You just have to phrase how the story's being told and who's telling it, and from whose point of view.
She doesn't care.
It could be a random stranger, so this random person I never knew and this other random person I never knew did things, and it's just told from a bunch of different people's perspectives.
That's fine. Even that would bring her immense joy.
That's good. Okay. I have to step away for about 10 minutes while I drive somebody somewhere, and then we will get started.
Okay.
Getting back on where we were, who would we like to start off with? The girls at the tavern or the girl at the arena?
I believe we left off with Leah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll,
Yeah,
uh,
do it,
I'll
buddy.
wait from you guys, but I think that's kind of how we left it.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
fine.
been doing things, and
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter
Go
to
for
me.
it.
it sounds like it's gonna be a
everybody here? Roll call.
Mhm.
Who's here?
Yep.
Here.
All right, everybody's here.
Alrighty then. Who, did we say who we're starting off with first?
I think Leah is what we were leaning on, since I think they had a bit, and then we kind of cut off with Leah.
Alright, Leah. You've just entered into the barroom back. There's some things happening. Children playing, people drinking, some eating, some laughing. And for some odd reason, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, wow, everybody's got their life shit together way better than me. It's a lot of just happy families for some reason. With
Why are there
kids.
so many damn happy families in this criminal underground fighting ring?
No, you haven't entered the fighting ring yet. You've just entered back in the bar, and you've located the fighting ring entrance. But
In the
at that
bar.
establishment, that's it. There's an odd amount of families in here. There's just one location that previously had none.
Yeah, I think notably the two families, and then the two families, their kids are playing together at the moment.
Yep. All right, now you have found what you believe is your lead, as you just saw that tiefling you were tailing go down the cellar, likely into the arena. What do you do?
So I think she kind of follows after at the moment, keeping a good distance. As we kind of gone over, I think at the last, or like towards the end of the last one, she does kind of change her shift weave outfit to her more kind of stealthy one before she entered the room, when she's out of sight. Put up, but the mask is not on, because the mask will just kind of draw more attention. And she's just gonna kind of head into this kind of arena area and kind of follow after him, see what's going on. And that guard that he passed by, I'll just give him a kind of a bit of a nod as I kind of go past.
And he gives you a nod and just almost a double take as he tries to think of did he see you before, or does it? And there's just something not computing, but he doesn't stop you.
All right. I mean, he may have seen me before. I don't know if he would have taken particular stock.
I was thinking same face but different clothes.
Different outfit.
Just looking at his watch. How much time has gone by? But yeah, no, that you completely just walk down some stairs, and you're taken into a little bit of a tunnel before you get to the large expanse that is the Coliseum, or fighting arena entrance.
All right. Do I spy my little guy?
You can make me that perception check if you'd like.
I will do such a thing. Bonus. That's right. So that's 14 total.
At a quick glance, don't necessarily see them, but you're also just standing at the beginning entrance. Few people bustling in and out. You may have to enter in deeper and start looking through the possible shop area. You're not sure if you're going into the contestants area or just the crowd itself. For the most, currently you have not yet eyed him at the entrance.
Okay, so there's. I think at this point, examine where, kind of choose one area to kind of look more thoroughly into.
Yeah, right now you've just peered into the entrance where people are some going in and out, and nothing there of that very, very hard to miss peacock of a man.
Yeah. So it's the areas that I could search are the stands, the contestant area, the crowd, and the shop, the kind of market area.
Yeah, little market area on the side. There's the actual contestants area that's a little bit further back. It's quote unquote for fighters or the contestants. That shit's barely ever enforced, really.
Yeah.
The guards are more there if someone gets lost and they look like they don't know where they're going.
Yeah, or,
fight that way.
Fight breaks out, kind of generally kind of.
They don't do shit if a fight breaks out. They want to
Well, I mean, they make sure that the patrons don't get harmed.
Even then,
Yeah.
this place it's very, very loose and upfront with the. You take no responsibility for the shit happens down here.
Families love it. Sorry. No, that's the next.
They really do.
Fair enough. I think
Yeah.
Leah, uncertain of what direction he went in, I think she's going to check the shop area first and see if he went that way. Kind
All
of
right.
quickly.
Now you can roll me that quick investigation.
Investigation.
That'd be a quick investigation.
That is an 18 total.
18 total, and you are able to thoroughly look through this place. And you are not able to find that one. You thought you found him for a second, but different tiefling. Close in appearance, but not the same one.
Damn, that one's purple.
Yeah,
Actually,
like
what's
same hair, same horn design. Clothes looked almost identical, but no. Turn this guy around, and he's actually wearing this really cool croc over this unusual kind of feathered cap. It's a weird kind of flowing outfit because it looks different as he's swinging himself.
And he's tossing a copper piece instead of a gold piece.
It's shimmering. It's an odd thing. It's weird metal you've never seen. Said it's called electrum.
Looks ugly. Kidding. Aesthetic is actually probably one of its highlights. Electrum. Sorry. I'm gonna search the contestant area next. Because I think
All right, roll that investigation.
investigation. Damn. Well, I mean, that is a 5 total. It's a nat 1.
Down on that contestant mode, you don't. Nah, you're looking through, there's just people with weapons getting ready to fight, and as soon as you try and look for one or the other, they're just moving around you. It's a little hard to see if someone, because it's a constant flow at this point. You think you might have caught in between, like, either some people are moving out or moving in or something, because they're not very still at this point.
Yeah, I'm like
But
getting like the peak of this kind of span of time.
and like you're looking around specifically for like that specific set of horns, hair color, and outfit, because those are like the key things you can zero in on, and you're only getting like 1 or 2 out of the 3, and just never able to get a perfect bingo on them.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's see. There's the crowd itself and the stands. I'll check the crowd itself next, but I feel like he probably was. He probably was in that area. I just missed him.
We'll find out.
We'll find out, though. That's for sure. Is it another investigation?
Yes.
Oh, now I'm rolling pretty good. That's a 21.
You got 21, and you are looking through. You said you were going in the crowd first or the stands?
Checking the crowd first.
All right, with the checking of the crowd, you are able to look around. You couldn't find them in the ending crowd until the very end of that quick little search, and you catch what you think might be them, but you caught the ending glimpse of like horn, cloak, and tail turning a corner on the opposite side of where you're searching. So you're gonna have to get through the crowd again. Essentially, where you started before you made your way through the crowd, that's where you think you spotted it.
Damn, made my way through. I guess I would ask if he'd seen me and now he's like trying to escape me, but I don't think I know. I think he ducked away. So I need to get through this crowd quickly.
How would you like to do that?
How high up is the ceiling in this area?
You're in the not in the stands. You're in public area, which is like the middle. Get to everywhere else one place. Got a good 60 feet in the air before you hit like the actual walled ceiling.
Yeah, I think 60 feet is too high for me to. Yeah. Hmm. I guess I could, but I don't think that would get me that far. I am going to get myself over to the closest wall, uh, and Leah is, I guess, trying to like not make myself like super obvious. So I guess it's not necessarily the end of the world. Uh, just kind of climb on it and just kind of try to stealthily make her way over to that area. Kind of get around the crowd that way.
I'll need a. You said you wanted to do this stealthily?
Not necessarily like a few people, if they see this, it's not the end of the world. It's mostly just kind of not trying to bring a big, stealthily.
Yeah, stealth check at disadvantage, and I'll need an acrobatics or an athletics. Let you choose how you want to, jump back and forth parkour, or do you want to just do one giant leap of strength?
Yeah. Which I will be casting jump on myself with this to kind of assist with that, but I think that's probably already considered in that. I'll roll the stealth check first.
Stealth disadvantage.
Disadvantage, you said? That's bad.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually not too bad. 17 total.
Right. Give me a quick charisma check.
Charisma check. All right. Any bonus on that, or any
Just a charisma check.
flat charisma? Okay. Unnatural 20. Damn.
Hey. And oddly enough, fluidly and just in a quick stride, and no one seems to have paid any notice. Those who did just see that and assume they probably know what they're doing. Just go about their way.
Honestly, in this sort of area, I assume weirder things have happened.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. And then for that I'm going to do acrobatics and not the athletics here. Kind of the jumping between walls. 21.
And you nail it.
Bounce between walls. Now.
All right, so we're on the wall, or down to it. What do you do?
Yeah. Leah's just kind of she makes her way closer to this wall, kind of like leaps up, and she's just gonna kind of I think I'd basically equate this to kind of like wall running in most video games, how that's depicted. She's just kind of like got a hand on the wall and kind of just like running along the side of it until she kind of gets to that corner in which she'll like peek around, see if she can find it.
All right, and we need either a strength check if you're going to try and stay clung to the wall, or you're going to do something to keep yourself affixed to it before you start going down. But you do make it to the edge. You got a clean look on the other side, but you do feel like you're slowly losing that momentum.
I do have the item, which
And you could use if you'd like. Just let me know where you're going to affix it to.
Well, I mean, it's the boots.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
In that case, you're fine.
Yeah. Which I don't think we've described too much of like how that specifically works, whether it's directly magic, if there's some kind of mechanical element.
Assuming it's magic.
Yeah. She's still, I assume, like, I don't know if that would extend to kind of her hands as well. But I assume she's like still kind of like having to hold herself up.
No, the hand definitely like to keep herself balanced, but wise, she's got it.
Yeah.
You peek over the edge and you see more people.
Do I see this tiefling again?
No, but you do see that you've gone a full circle, and this is the way to the. It's either going to take you into the direct seating area, the crowd, or an exit. One or the other.
Hmm. And I've lost track of him again at the moment.
Yeah, because you only caught a quick glimpse, and then you had to make your way through that one. So you lost.
So
visual on
he's
them a good bit.
gone off ahead.
You know, they seem to be. They're not like trying to run or anything. Like they were moving with the crowd.
Yeah.
Through, strap.
So there's the you said the exit, this seating area. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Exit, seating area, and crowd again.
Just those two. You know, it's just those two. The turn they took, he's either going into the seating area for watching a match, or he's going to leave, or he's headed towards the exit. So it's one of the two.
And that exit, is that leading like back out the way I just came, or is this a different exit leading somewhere?
That one is exiting that's essentially funneling back into the entrance to leave the area.
Okay. Did not see what he did here, or if he did anything here. I will check the seating area before I investigate the exit.
All right, going into there, big round seating. Give me a quick. Depending on how you'd like to do this, be it just visually looking at everyone if you're trying to get a vantage point, or are you going around physically, to investigate and trying to find this person?
I think at this point, Leah's going to stay on the wall, kind of climbing up a bit higher to try and get that vantage point with the perception check.
All right, doing one more quick acrobatics or athletics with advantage with your item, and one last charisma check.
All right. Acrobatics check, that's a 25. And then you said another charisma check?
Yep. Yep.
All right. That one is a 13.
All right, and as you're scanning, you get about a third through the crowd before your attention is pulled over to a man in a little disheveled but odd-looking uniform as he's trying to wave you down. Excuse me, madam.
She'll. Yeah, this might not have been the best idea.
He seems to be like waving something in his hand.
I
like,
assume.
Do you have your ticket with you so we can just?
I assume I've not spotted him in the crowd so far.
Not in the first third. Although this guy is not necessarily being any aggressive or anything. He just seems to be asking for something, and you do see that he is the one going around looking like a small vouchers. You're assuming these are likely the tickets that they sell to this place for people.
Am I in the seating area, or am I?
Yeah, no, you're in the seating area. In the actual arena seating area. And while they don't look like they mind you grabbing a seat up there, they are inquiring if you've actually paid for a seat.
I guess I thought I was looking in on the seating area, not actually in it yet. But that's fair.
Gotta wonder, would that be worse? Do they think you're trying to steal the show?
Yeah. Let's see. How should I approach this? She's gonna hop down, and kind of meet with this guy, and she's gonna kind of approach him, and she'll actually pull her hood down at the moment, and she'll say,
you see this person half work, black hair, dressed in a white shirt with some looks like suspenders, possibly black slacks, a belt, and surprisingly very well built.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop him into the old NPCs and character art.
All right. Is he looks decently young as well?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got such a baby face.
Yes. They'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was searching for a friend of mine. She had the tickets. I can wait for her outside if that works better. I'm sorry.
Sure, that'd be fine. Just show's not going to start for at least another half hour, so time's not a thing. Just making sure if you're going to chill up there.
Right. Sorry, it's an old habit.
No, you wouldn't be the first.
I've been in a couple of times, some strange occurrences, but yes, I'll make my way. I'll see myself out.
Nods and just keeps going, and for the people that are already getting into their seats, he is checking, and they are giving them a sign of having a small token.
Yeah, checking the tickets. Okay.
The old ticket taker.
As I'm leaving, can I kind of look ahead in the seating area to see if I kind of recognize them? Like maybe a disadvantage perception roll.
You can give me a quick perception disadvantage.
All right. No, that one's cocked. It was almost an 18. Unfortunately, it was cocked. That's not terrible. And this is perception?
This is perception.
Okay, so that is a total of 17.
Alright, with that, you do another quick scan, and while you didn't get everything, you've certainly got a quick, solid view, but still nothing.
Damn. She kind of curses to herself. Thinks to herself that she has lost her touch. So she will make her way, I guess, back towards that exit and make her way back to where she left Mia and Kaylin.
All right. And this whole thing, like I said, you've been gone for almost an hour.
Oh, an hour? Okay.
You know, you searched a few places in this. The arena is pretty big.
All right. Yeah, when she gets to if she gets back to that hallway where she's alone, or if there's maybe only a few people, she will change her shift week back to her normal outfit.
We're back to normal outfit, and you're just about to step in through the doors. You're going past the first normal bar into the Coins Guard bar to reunite with your friends, or you're stopping at the other bar first?
I mean, there's drinks at the other bar, so at the Coin Guards bar. So, actually, does she? Actually, you know what? She will kind of briefly sit down, and ask. I'm forgetting. Was it? I'm forgetting. It's been an hour for Leah. It's Al, right?
Yeah, it's Al.
Al. Okay.
Al is fine.
Okay.
He's good with most nicknames.
Yeah. Al, if you don't mind me checking in with something.
What do you need? Another drink?
I think I'm good for the moment. Did you see But if you could help me with something, you saw that tiefling that walked through before. He's been in, I think, a couple of times.
Oh, you'll need to be a bit more specific on that last part. And he just points to 3 other tieflings in the bar.
Oh, no. The particularly flamboyant one with the cape, and she'll proceed to describe the one that she's been tailing.
This points to 10 tieflings with capes.
He just points to one tiefling in the corner.
All the rage.
There's one tiefling over there with a cape, but it is not the one you're looking for. Although, and he also does explain, he did see 2 go in down there, and at least 2 come out. They were different ones. Down
into
the cellar. Yeah, into the arena. Only one matched the very, very good description you gave. And he said he's already come and gone.
Okay. She would ask when was the last time he kind of came out from there, And where did he go? Sally? Did you hear me?
Yeah, had to roll something real quick.
Oh, okay.
And he is scratching his head, doing his best, trying to think. Best I could tell, either he hasn't come out yet, or I didn't catch him when he did. Best, I'll be honest, I was just a bit more busy just a while ago. So I could have honestly passed right by him and not noticed.
It's all right. Just figured I'd ask. Just making sure. And she like catches herself briefly there. Just want to make sure he's above board. I had a bit of a bad feeling about him earlier.
It's
Probably just the nerves.
No, no, it'll be fine. Sorry, I got distracted by cats.
No, so did I. Aaliyah will kind of put a couple silver. Actually, double check. Would that be like a respectable sort of tip amount, like 2 silver?
Yeah, that would be very generous. A lot like a round of drinks would be like
5.
2 of them just as a tip is a generous tip. Yeah, for like just normal drinks.
Okay, I think probably if that's like super generous, then she'll kind of go. I'll go down to like 2 just for the moment.
Yeah, no, like I said, 2 silver. 2 silver would be super generous because it's just a tip, not a drink order, and keep the change.
Yeah, I will pass him a silver.
And he gladly takes it, smiles, and says,
All right. I need to add silver. I'll be at 19. Sorry, my D&D Beyond's acting a little slow. Kind of after checking in with him, she'll make her way towards the Coinguard's tavern and shift back into her regular clothes and keep an eye out though for if she does see him.
Alrighty, and with that, so just before you enter in that bar, we're gonna go back in time to just after you left. In fact, with our girls, any of you two have anything you'd like to discuss with the people there, or just continue the party as normal?
You have something in mind, Miss Crystal?
I know she was playing for a bit. She'd probably continue that for a good 15-20 minutes before trying to look around the bar to see who looks like they would be in need of a job, because you did tell her to look for people that looked like they were about to do a job.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a quick perception check or investigation, depending on how hands-on you are.
We're gonna keep that perception. That's a 12.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people here. There's all of the people around you that are in the exact same kind of uniform and style. And there's just a small handful of people in unique and non-descriptive, and like 3 descriptive with 3 at the table people, and it could be any of them really. But no way of narrowing this down. Really could be anyone.
Alright, time to start asking around. She's going to start with the people that are not in a uniform, and she's just going to go up to them and ask them, "Hello, are you also here for a job offer, or I guess, were you waiting for people to come in for a job? I'm not too sure. He wasn't very clear.
Do you ask any people in particular are going to ask this, and are you giving away any
Literally,
names?
well, she doesn't know names. So she
You
does.
were given
She
one
does.
name. You were
She's given
given
one name. She's given Red.
yeah, Mr. Red.
I don't think she would give names. She would just ask around for people that are waiting for a job.
Okay, and give me a favor, roll me a d6.
That's a 3.
And the first one you come across is, in fact, it's an odd gentleman in a vest, bunch of implements, wearing glasses, brown hair, looking very happy as they just seem to have finished up playing a card game, and he seems to be counting their winnings. What exactly do you say to this individual?
Hello, I'm Caitlin. Were you also told here by any chance to wait for a job?
Yeah, actually I was, but the guy who said he had to go look for more people, so just asked us to stay put, enjoy the drinks. Said he wouldn't be long.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's exactly almost what he told me too. So, I think I'm also here for this job.
Oh, that's good. Well then, you want to sit down for a game?
A game? What kind of game?
Oh, there are plenty of games. Is there anyone you'd like to play while we wait? Unless you'd like to just share a drink. I really don't know how long this will take. I'm patient.
Sure, I'm also patient. If you can teach me the rules of a game, I would love to learn.
No, no. And he starts going through and he gives you 3 different games. 2 of them are card games. One of them is a game and he pulls out small, oddly shaped little dice. Each one is they're each different colors. Now, which of these games would you like to learn?
Oh, well, the dice are interesting. We could do that one first.
You goblin.
Oh, this one's actually rather simple, really.
And
There's 6 dice, 6 colors, and you don't show each other which of the 3 you have. You pick 2. Each one of them has a number there. And depending on the 2 you pick, depends on how it wins. And it just gives you 3 6-sided die. But along with the number, it also corresponds with the. You've seen this. Well, it's not the exact one you're familiar with. It's a flow chart of elements. Essentially, each one can beat another. But it's essentially the bigger number wins unless the corresponding color is one that is eventually negated by the element. So, 2 ways of
Oh.
if one guy gets a 6 and you get a 1, but yours is water to their fire, yours wins.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I think I can. Let's just play. I think I'll learn as I go.
Go for it. And just roll 2d6. highest one wins, but you can also roll a third d6, and on a 6, you get to negate one of the rolls.
Wow. I rolled a 6 and a 1. My third d6 was a 2, so.
Total was a 7.
Yep.
You're not gonna believe this. I rolled a 6 and a 2, and then a 1 for the last one.
So close.
I know, right? And that's the first round.
Wait, so I lost that one, right?
Yeah, but that practice round. Practice is all we need.
Okay, yeah. Practice round. So then we go again.
We do indeed. And he plays as many rounds of this as you'd like. How many you want to do? He also does tell you about the way he bets, be it with money, these little shiny things some people care about, some don't, favor, or his personal favorite, stories. Just small little tidbits of little adventures or interesting facts that people like to play with.
Her eyes just light up, and there's this big smile on her face when he mentions stories. Stories. I could bet with stories. That sounds. Let's do that.
Great. How about I'll bet you my story of the first pet I ever had, and whatever story you against that.
Okay. Similarly, I could bet the story of when I encountered a bat when I was 5.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, this is important. Do you like to tell your story, or do you like to be told a story? Because that determines who wins, gets to choose one of the other.
I like to be told stories.
All right then. Winner gets told the story. Ready?
Sure.
And we roll.
I rolled a 6. Wonderful. Like that was my total was 6. I rolled a 3, 3, and a 4.
I rolled a 6, a 6, and a 2.
Dang! You destroyed
So
me.
tell me about this story. This bat you speak of.
You sunk my battleship.
So there I was, still just a wee little girl. She'll like motion to like her knee height, wandering the forests that are outside the city. Did you know there's a cave not far from here? Well, if you didn't,
I did actually, yes.
never go there by yourself.
Oh my gosh.
The entrance is filled with bats. And they were really cool when they flew over your head, not so cool when they're in your face. I cried.
The
Oh
entrance
my goodness.
was full of bats.
She doesn't know that.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, this will be fine. She almost saved you guys.
Wait, is this the same guy? Am I now gambling with the guy that gave us the card? Wait, who is this guy I'm speaking to? I never got a name.
Oh wait, no. I don't know who I sent. Hold on. It should be in characters. Here it is. The guy right under the owl photo.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, she will tell that quick story. And then, realizing that she never got his name, she will ask him for his name.
Well, if we're going by the rules of the game, tell you what, I'll give you the name he gave me to the thing, but once we're finished. And if you beat me, I'll give you my real one.
Okay. That sounds fair.
You can call me Mr. Brown.
You cut out there for me. Did you say Mr. Black?
And he points to the bird next to him, who's currently ruffling his own feathers.
Wait, hold on. Can you repeat his name again? Because that cut out
Right.
a bit for me.
Oh, I blacked out, sorry. Bird. He called himself Mr. Brown, and then he just pointed to the bird owl next to him and just said, "That's Mr. Brown."
Oh.
And then he points to the person with the devil currently whispering something into their ear. While not as big of a winnings as he had when he first started, he has a decent. That there's Mr. Blue and Mr. Green. Little one's Mr. Green.
Oh, okay. I was just about to ask. Wait, so then do I get a nickname as well?
I assume so. If he did, he give you the offer and officially put you in it, or just ask you to meet him?
Oh, well, he offered it to me and then told me to come in here and find other people for the job.
Ah, okay. So he's still gonna give you the explanation and tell you what we're gonna do, and probably a few more things before he can, let you or ask if you're in or out. Then he'll probably give you your own little name for this.
Okay. That makes sense. I don't really know what this job entitles, but I was promised good stories, and so far they've delivered. Well, I've given stories.
You have, and you might get some in there too. From what he's told me, it's just a small little walkabout. Find something real quick, get something real quick, come back, and apparently it's easy money. And good stories.
I'm more interested in the stories.
Ah, bless you.
But you said we can play again and then I could get either your real name or a story then, right? If I win?
Real name or the story of how I got my first pet.
Okay, let's try again.
Alright, roll them up.
Oh, better. That was a 6, a 4, and a 1. So 10.
Okay, I'm a little angry at my digital dice. I have not rolled good with these fuckers in years. And I've not gotten anything below half with this. And I'm angry. It's the freaking Stormtrooper and I was making the character again.
It's frustrating how good you roll when you want to not necessarily roll well as a DM.
When it doesn't matter as much, this is this is pure chance for story. Just Mal's when you pop out with forget it. I rolled 3 threes, so
Okay.
Excuse me.
ladies' choice.
Your real name.
Aha. Well, my real name. Sly Greenwood.
Hold on, that broke up for me again. What was it?
I'll write it down in the thing.
Perfect.
He said his name was Sly Greenwood.
Well, Sly, like I said, my name is Kaylin, and it is a pleasure to meet you. And she's gonna go in for another hug.
Oh, bless her heart.
And he returns it in full.
first one that I've ever met that's bedded with stories.
It's always a good thing to have multiple things. Some people lack too much money, some much favor. Everybody's got stories. That's the one thing you can always bet that you can never really finish.
She'll nod her head enthusiastically. Yeah, and it's I love hearing other people's stories because it's always so sad when someone's story doesn't get told.
It's a shame, really, but it is one of the many possibilities.
Yeah, so I like to listen to as many stories as possible from as many different people as possible. That way
I think you've got
their stories live on.
that's it. And something I think would be very happy with. Most stories. Most people telling stories tend to be good ones.
Yeah. But thank you for also putting value in stories. Like I said, I haven't seen that a lot yet.
It's been my pleasure. And it's at that point that, striding through the door, you see Mr. Red, cane in hand, coin in the other, and he smiles as he sees you at the table with others. And behind him, cloaked in a black leather overcoat, long black nails, waterfall of black hair goes back to his lower back, very defined elven features, purple eyes. Pop him in here. One of you may remember this individual, another life.
Oh.
Ah,
Wait. Oh, wait. Different life. Yes.
How familiar.
wait a minute.
We should probably not do this job. It's destined to get pinned in another TPK, probably.
No, let's go for it.
You know what? Fair enough. Round 2,
If
baby.
it's not obvious to you guys, I've ensured that TPK will not happen with this specific party, at least this time. I've stealthily inserted a character that should, at the very least, get you out of any bad situations or flat out tell you to leave.
Stealthily, love it.
All part of my
For
master plan.
Chan.
Kaylin will happily wave at Red as he walks in.
And he waves back, smiling as usual. During all this, sorry, Ning, anything you'd like to do, or anything you'd want to do during this time while your new friend was meeting new people, playing some games?
I think just chit-chatting with the guys at the table. I think that's where I left off the last session. And seeing if any of them had any local knowledge of apothecaries or herbs or just
When you
people who
talk
have a
about
general
local,
natural.
like bartender, coins guard, or the table of individuals playing poker that I think you talked to last time wasn't also
The table of
did that?
individuals playing poker.
Okay, which one did you want to grab onto for this conversation? The owl or the guy with the devil on his shoulder?
I think I trust the guy with the owl a little bit more. Just because that devil seems a little devious. I don't know. Big revelation there.
Oh, alright. Yeah. Speaking of this owl, he can definitely give you some pointers on for pharmaceuticals, specifically natural ones. You can definitely find them. He lets you know of a shop in town, and also specifically there are a few traders among the tribes when you travel, like certain villages that do encourage trade.
Mm-hmm.
but he definitely gives you a few pointers to make.
Cool.
That's gonna do a quick 10-minute break. Just for bathroom, water, anything like that, and we'll be back on 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Now, Ms. Lin, you've been given a small list of villages that I will send to you in text later of villages that are friendly
Mm-hmm.
to non-natives of the island who are open to trade, and virtually everything they use in the medical arts or anything like that is essentially all homegrown, as well as vast knowledge of different plants, fauna, and things of such that are used. They would be the ones to know.
Okay. And can they tell me about any particular, maybe herb or plant-rich areas outside of town, on the shore? Any?
That
Like, the guy
that
can
would be
tell
a
me any good
question for
places.
one of the. That would be a question for one of the actual natives. If you ever get a
Okay,
chance
that
to
makes
travel to one of the
sense.
villages, they would
Okay,
definitely, assuming you go to the friendly ones, because there are. And he specifically tells you there are specific. Never go here without like a specific permission from someone there.
gotcha. That makes sense.
They are the shoot on sight kind of villages.
Mm-hmm.
Do not do not get on the wrong side of those areas.
No, nowhere near them unless they've given you that permission. Otherwise, it's game.
Cool.
But yeah, he shares with you that little tidbit and that bit of names and places.
Very good. Let's see. What's his little owl doing?
Uh, wait, what little?
His oh wait, is
No,
he an owl
he
guy?
is the owl.
Yeah, no, he is
Yep, that's
he
right.
is the owl.
Sorry, I was thinking of
He
the
has
guy with the
become
little devil
owl.
on his shoulder.
Yeah, no, he's there too, but they seem to be discussing
Mhm.
things amongst themselves in language. Does anyone speak Infernal?
No, used to.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
That's
there.
true.
I know I don't.
Yeah. Well, that's a conversation for maybe some characters might have been recycled.
Okay. Um, so Kaylin is safe. I've got some leads on medical and botanical knowledge. Very good.
Yes, indeed.
What's that
Oh, they'll
shady
give you
cat in the corner?
the two
Sorry, go ahead.
closest villages. I'll give you this now. The two closest one is a place called the River, the clean the water running river. It's actually close to the
Water.
falls. It's actually one you guys passed close by last time but didn't investigate, and one off to the opposite side on the east side of the so hunting by the sea. Essentially, it's described as a large valley with white spines jutting out of the ground, and that circle the entire village and surrounding area.
Oh,
Yeah, while the one on the west side is the one with the literal river and waterfall.
okay.
I
Interesting.
will send you the exact names, both translated and not translated, in the same as before.
Cool. I've got notes.
Newts.
Very nice. Okay. And so what about that fellow in the corner who we may not know from another life?
That individual has entered with Mr. Red. That happens at the end of roughly 20 minutes of game storytelling and you getting this information from the bird first.
Okay.
He pops in, sees that you guys are there at a table, does see a new face, but seems to be going fine with it, and is being followed by that new, very aesthetically dark individual.
Mm-hmm. So what are they doing? What are they looking at? What are they potentially talking
Your
about?
table your table specifically, the one you're at with your new friend, and who seems to be going over there with intent and purpose as he approaches. Is there anything you'd like to do beforehand, or?
I suppose just put on my most cordial and appeasing face as they approach.
Just to be clear real quick, Mr. Red, that's the tiefling I was tracking? Or
that is the tiefling you were that is the tiefling you were following.
Okay. 3 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be honest, you passed him twice. Because once he went in there, essentially, because that's where he got Mr. Doom and Gloom from, and then kind of left. Because he only went to two places specifically before leaving. You didn't talk to him at all, so you didn't really know. Because he specifically told you he was looking for people who looked like they could handle themselves, and he only needed like 1 or 2 more.
Yeah. Did he leave? Go to the arena, leave the arena, come back to the arena, and now he left the arena again?
No, he went into the arena and only went through the crowd and the back room where the contestants are. Only.
Okay.
Only found one person and then came back. Like, he didn't go to the shops or the arena or the seating area at all, because that's not where not to his belief where the people he was looking for would.
Okay.
You were literally so close to like a few points on that first time you went to like the combatants one, would have run smack into him.
Yeah, and there was the nat 1 at that one point. Yeah. All right.
That's where I thought you would have been like, okay, this is either where they fight or they might be convinced to join.
That's D&D. Sometimes you roll horribly and just entirely miss what you're looking for.
Nah, it's fine. You're pretty close behind. You'll be here in a few 20 minutes, roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Anything else anyone else would like to do before this guy seems to approach the table and begin whatever he's about to do?
Nope, I'm ready for them to approach. Give us your worst.
Yep, same.
Mm-hmm.
Well, them's challenging words. Let's see if I can live up to it.
It's a high challenge.
And he does approach the table, and he gives a broad smile and quick little look around before he does spot Miss Ming and asks, "Well, you're not a face I'm familiar with. Hello, my dear."
Hello, I cannot say the same.
Sorry, go ahead.
I feel as though Oh, sorry. And hello to you. Must say your face does seem somewhat familiar, as though perhaps I've met you in a dream. The strange things that our dreams can make up.
He chuckles and seems to see he's switching out the gold coin, and this in his place just seems to be a newer, different metal. Give me a quick. Hey, I'm not sure if you actually know the difference or not. Go ahead and roll me a quick intelligence.
Intelligence.
Anyone?
Rolling?
Timmy would like to roll this. No, actually, no.
I don't think I would know.
She has, no. This you have no interest. No interest in money.
Yeah, no, I had no idea. Yeah. It's another shiny
The two people who would likely see this, they're not.
Yeah, not here, not paying attention. I also don't
30-20.
I don't think she remembered the kind of warnings that Leah gave.
No. Okay, you are able to notice this, Ming, though it's more of not in the same shape, but you recognize the material and this odd thing, because he simply palmed the coin that he seemed to be playing with, and as soon as it started like spinning in his hand, doing a bit of odd and free work, At one point, you saw the gold coin simply flip over as he spun it, and you recognize this as it was in your presence often before. This is platinum. It's now in his hand, swirling about.
Ooh,
And
that is
you can,
reflecting and sparkling in her eyes.
yes, that you can tell from like the high quality and like the rarity, and you can tell this is the real deal.
Hmm. She's gonna try to not seem too interested while also being interested.
Well, you can always face it. My name is Mr. Red. How do you do?
I do well, Mr. Red. Apparently
Excellent.
you're faring well.
As best as I can. Tell me, miss, would you like to do a bit better?
A bit what?
Would you care to do a bit better?
I certainly would. What did you have in mind?
An opportunity for a few individuals I have gathered, and he starts gesturing to the other people at the table. And while I feel like we may be one or two shy, time is, as always, ticking. So be pressing. Now, I will give you the details, and you can all individually choose whether you wish to participate. As normal with one as myself, I ask that we reflect ourselves in the manner until this job is done. And he starts essentially pointing out, giving names to everyone here, and asking that real names not be spoken until such times as the deals are either struck or we part our ways.
Caitlin has a oops face on.
And he see him very noticeably notice that, and he just smiles just a bit more. Until then. And he just goes in order, Mr. Green, Blue, pointing at the young man and the little devil in a suit. Mr. Black, Mr. Brown, Mr. Purple, the man behind him, and you two. Any preferences you would like, and do I get the honors? Mrs.
No, I believe I've played a game like this before. And all the little characters were Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White. It was called Clue, I believe. And someone ended up dead. And the rest had to investigate. But someone did it. Do we have to worry about such things with you, Mr. Red?
I would certainly hope such circumstances never arise, but it'd be foolish of me to deny that such things happen on the island, on the expeditions, in life.
Hmm.
But for the most part, no, I don't believe that's something that will be part of this particular investigation.
Oh.
I could be Mrs. Green. I don't think Green's taken yet. Wait, no. No, there's a Mr. Green.
Miss Green.
Marry the devil.
Do you mind sharing your name with me, Mr. Devil?
Till death do we part.
Oh, there it goes.
That's audio issues.
That?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
You guys hear me?
Hey.
We can
Okay,
hear
because I could not hear anything from y'all guys' side for a good minute.
Ah.
you.
Kaylin's marrying the little devil.
We heard the request of what the names were going to be, and I don't know if you heard anything.
No replies. I made the thing and waited for answers and just kept waiting.
Ah,
Awkward pause.
So what were the names chosen?
Kaylin said green before she realized green was already taken. Yellow?
He'll smile and say, "Hello, Miss Yellow."
I'll be Lady Lavender, thank you very much.
Lady Lavender. Oh, hope I don't get you two mixed up. Points over at Mr. Purple.
I don't believe Leah's arrived yet, right?
Not just yet. Although I'm very interested to see what the reaction of this is.
Is it common to hide your names on all jobs?
Not to my knowledge, but this is, for the most part, how I have conducted dealings. I find it fun, and on occasion helps secure certain people's anonymity when less than fortuitous circumstances.
Oh, so for protection.
Yes, my dear. You see, while some people have forgotten some old, very important rules, names have power. They're very important to everyone, and it's always best to be careful who you let know yours.
And what other rules should I know about?
Be cautious of the overly kind. Be trustful.
The overly kind.
But
Sorry, that was more of an off comment. Kaylin is the overly kind then. So
Be cautious of myself, okay?
trust nobody, not even yourself.
right behind you, like, snaps your own neck. Just imagine I took myself out and replaced me. Oh no.
I am the person that took over my own life.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hold on. She's gonna start rummaging through her bag and pull out a very beaten up notepad and start scribbling things inside of it. Be cautious of the overly kind. Anything else I should know?
Trust your instincts. They are there for a reason.
Trust your instinct. Okay. Is that everything? I don't want to end up breaking any rules.
I see them as rules. Others see them as suggestions or guidelines, and I don't tend to see them often after. But I'm sure you'll learn most of them along the way.
Okay. Okay. More rules to come.
So when do we head out, Mr. Red?
Well, assume you are accommodable with the request after I've given it. I can see no reason why we shouldn't begin. The day is still relatively young. This will simply be a journey. It will take us no more than 3 days to complete, assuming all goes to plan. And in the end, I can grant some modicum of favor, be it information, be it monetary compensation, the location of certain individuals, items, or simply the means to make themselves unknown. If this does pique your interest, the job itself is simple. In these 3 days, we will venture to a location within one of the rooms of the island. There is a special place we will need to locate. The odds of resistance relatively low, depending on how they stay and what the island will throw at us. But I have been assured and have taken measures to make sure that nothing should be beyond our group's capabilities. Once there, simple bit of theater and an item removed, and we return here, divide up promised spoils, and we may part, I would hope amicably satisfied and possibly new stories to tell for the next day.
She smiles and enthusiastically nods her head.
Sounds promising.
Then can I trust that you two are prepared?
I've only just arrived and I've not established myself. So, yes.
So
Wherever
yeah,
my luggage goes, I go.
Miss Lavender? Miss Yellow?
Oh, well, I don't really have a lot of things, so I think I'm set.
And he turns to the gentleman. That's when you walk in.
okay.
And you do in fact see the tiefling you were looking for and a few other individuals at a table with your new compatriots, all having a lively little conversation. He seems to be, as he is the only one standing, and everyone else seems to have taken their own seat and going through across to each of them, giving some kind of time question answer bit.
Yeah. And
What do you
they're
do?
all mid conversation. I assume like it is clear that,
Yes,
like they're sitting at the same table.
Yeah, there. Yeah, same table. He's essentially the only one standing up, like giving a pitch, but no one there is giving you the. There's no one there looking at him like he just stepped up to complete strangers. They're all there and seem to be invested.
Yeah. Has anybody seen me or taken note of me at this moment?
So far as you can tell, you don't think so. Well, not that specific group. A few people closer to the door, and one of the guards on the side would have. But other than that, and the guy at the desk by the bounty sheet. But and hold on, let me roll. No, that guy's asleep on the desk.
He does not give any fucks. He has no fucks.
Oh, just snoring dwarf.
Understandable. Leah is, I think, immediately uncertain of what to make of this situation. So she's going to kind of pace the edge of the room and try and kind of get within range to kind of listen in and kind of observe. Not necessarily like hiding, super hiding, but trying to be kind of discreet. So like partially stealthing.
All right, you go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
All right. All right, that's 13.
While you do nimbly go across this, and you notice that it's a little hard to stealth when
Yeah.
you look the way you look around a place and clientele that looks almost identical, aside from the people who have taken off their little helmets, and everyone's in like that exact uniform but you.
Yeah.
Like, where's Waldo? Like, oh, he's right next to everybody else that's
I
not
am
wearing
back.
that stuff.
I am back to my normal outfit, but yeah, it's still different.
Yeah, man. A lot of points guard here, and then you guys.
I very much am not a part of the Coins Guard. So yeah, I'm kind of seeing what I can pick up on for the moment. I don't know if he's gonna see me or right off the bat, or kind of what his reaction will be here, but I'm gonna listen into what happens next.
All right, you gonna take a seat or listen from across the tables?
Actually, is there a spot at a table nearby?
There is nothing that's empty. You'd have to sit with other people, and you don't. So who knows how that would
Okay.
go? But you can definitely try.
Would there be something like a spot at the bar that I could like listen in from?
There is, though it'd be a little more difficult to go for. He's a little further away, but definitely possible. You've got a clear line of sight on them and the person. They would have their backers to the door that you entered. So for the bar, you'd actually be able to see their face, and then the ones you get the backs of would be the owl and me. Yeah.
And Siler? Or not Siler, Zimzu?
Also, no here.
I guess I technically don't know if it's Zimzu. We just see familiar art.
Uh,
Yeah,
I mean, no one's yet to ask this person their name.
It's Mr. Purple. What are you talking about?
Mr. Shades of Grayish, black, purpley.
How many shades of gray?
Anybody remember his name? Like the time I did in fact introduce him?
Oh wait, no, Zimzu is different art. Never mind.
Shoot.
Leah's listening in from the distance.
There's probably another name with the Z.
Well, who knows, Mike? You have to ask.
Zenny? No. We can get it later, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could also do it now. I don't know.
Someone could ask if they ever get the chance.
Sir, what is your name? Min's just gonna lean on the table.
Immediately breaking all of the whole social contract with
The literal
Well, I
one
mean-
thing he asked you guys not to do.
Okay, I mean your color. Excuse me.
Helen's
Mr.
definitely not going to ask. His name's Mr. Purple.
Yeah, Mr. Purple is the one given currently.
Yeah.
So I'm a little sad. I was about to give away some inspiration if somebody remembered.
It'll come to me in the dead of night. Don't worry.
I'm sure. Just send me the message. You get you get the point for next time.
Gonna be
But
kicking myself
you
over it
hear
later.
him go into detail, and he's explaining the job, the names, the reason for the new names, and the gist of the what sounds almost like an escort / retrieval little quest. That's roughly 3 days in total.
And he does kind of go over this a second time.
He does, just to make sure everyone's up to speed, and there are any questions that any of you or any of the others would like to ask, now would be the time.
Okay.
As well as confirming if you guys are interested in...
I guess, would I be able to make myself I don't know what the reaction's gonna be, but would I be able to kind of angle myself around so that Min can see me? I don't know if she would.
Ming's currently got your back to you. She could have seen you because they were facing the way of the entrance when the two first walked in, and then you like walked behind them and kind of scooted around. So you'd need to be like on the side of the exit for Ming to see you. But everyone else can. Where you're currently at, the other four can see you.
Okay. But I'm trying to blend at the moment. This is an interesting because, like, the player, want Leah to be a part of this mission, but Leah would want to, I think, observe from a distance, at least until she's a bit more certain of what's going on, which may take a while. Yeah. I will stick with kind of this until something happens, I think.
All right. If there's any questions from either of you two.
I don't think so.
No.
Are we leaving in the morning
Oh, right now.
or right now?
Right now, if you guys are all amicable, damn it is, and ready to go.
Sounds wonderful.
Excellent. Now, it's a quick show of good faith, and just because I believe we won't need them at all, but you can keep them as your bonus. He does immediately pull out 3 small vials and 2 sticks. And I will need everyone here to roll me a quick history.
This
Health
include Leah?
potion, isn't it?
This does include you.
History, that's a whole 8.
A whole 7. Boom.
17, which I think tracks.
You, well, not being at the table, immediately recognize that these are 2 greater healing potions, and 2, you've only seen them in quick passing. These are the healing sticks you get the Colosseum or from one of the native vendors that are scattered around. Not easy to get, usually go quick, and this is the good stuff. You can tell that already.
He is well supplied.
Yeah, so he grabs that and then essentially offers them to Mr. And he takes them and gives an audible coo as well as a small bow. Ah, I nearly forgot. Designations. Well, some are obvious, I think, and others I think will be revealed in time. But if all goes to plan, we will need none of them, really. So, who's ready to begin this little adventure of ours?
Did he say designations? Or?
He did while he was looking at Mr. Brown. And if anyone, be a quick, what would be your passive perception?
16.
17.
Oh, passive perception? 19.
Yeah. Then you guys would all, as soon as you start taking a look at this man and where he put the items he was just given, this man does, while wearing like a bit of a sturdier armor and such, does in fact start revealing a few more signs of clergyman.
Oh.
Cleric, you're thinking. Probably a cleric.
Interesting. What can
Well,
I
you
observe to see
don't-
what god he serves?
You can roll that. It'll be a disadvantage religion.
Okay. We do items and 8. Religion plus 1, 9.
You're not entirely sure because he has many bits and baubles, a few different trinkets. You're not entirely sure if one, all of them, or any of them could be perhaps a holy symbol, or if it is something else entirely. Nothing on him you recognize.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
The other ones are a little more obvious, as they do have weapons on them, but this one, took a bit to connect the dots.
And that is Mr. Brown, you said?
But that is indeed Mr. Brown. No, that would be Black. Mr. Brown is the guy with the glasses and the beard.
Okay. Mr. Black is the arrow cover.
Yep. So if
Okay.
there's nothing else, he will adjourn this little meeting with a quick tap, a single round of drinks, and he essentially says he will meet you outside in 5 minutes.
Woo.
And he walks out the door, and you see Mr. Purple immediately down his drink, and it looks like he's preparing to leave, but everyone else seems to be taking their time, enjoying this last bit before they get started. What are you three doing?
I think Leah is going to follow him out the door and kind of see if she can see what he's going to go and prepare for this. I don't know. Maybe see if she can speak with him. I don't know.
Min is going to turn to Kaylin and kind of hook her arm through hers, like as a confidant. Miss Kaylin, while we're on this little job, I think it would be good for us two to stick together. Well, perhaps all us three. I know we're new acquaintances, but looking out for each other amidst all these men, all these unfamiliar people on an unfamiliar road, may be a good idea.
Oh, but that's the fun of it. Isn't that why we're here?
Kaylin, have you ever heard of the buddy system?
No.
It's when two people stick together in order to protect and look out for each other.
But wouldn't it be better if it's like a group?
That's just it, all us ladies, so that we can keep an eye on these unfamiliar people.
But why just the ladies? What's wrong with the men?
Are you sexist or something? Kidding.
Very true, but, well, women can be just as poisonous as vipers and just as capable as ruining careers and tearing down lives and separating people, but, well, behind every great woman there is a scheming man in my experience, so let us move onward.
Okay. She's gonna turn towards Mr. Brown. We're supposed to go outside now, right?
He said meet him out front. If you ladies are ready, I'll gladly, if you don't mind the company, accompany you.
Sure. And, sorry about asking you to break one of the rules. I didn't realize that was a serious thing.
It's fine. It's more on the individual's discretion for anonymity, and I was fine for it.
Oh, okay. If you're sure, then okay.
Let's make our way then. Miss Lavender, Miss Brown. No, that would be me. So,
I know I got the
Miss
names
Lavender,
confused too.
Mr. Brown, Mr. Yellow. There it is.
Miss Yellow.
And he's ready to take off. Mr. Green and Blue and Mr. Black have already made for the door. They enjoyed their drinks. You clearly saw you clearly saw Mr. Green do the tail shoulder tap on Mr. Blue and just chug his drink.
Deceptive. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, let's go outside.
All right. And for that, we're going to pop back a little bit. You said you left as soon as he did, right?
Yeah, following after, and he was the only one that left at that time, right?
Yeah, no, he's the one that left. He ordered around for everybody, but did not partake and just.
And they're all poisoned. No, probably not.
It would never be fast acting. It'd be slow acting at best.
Trying to stay kind of a bit closer to him.
What's the level of distance you give for if you're planning on going? 10 feet, 20 feet, 30.
Kind of depends on like the like space that we have to work with. Probably between like 10 and 20, somewhere in there, that range.
All right. With 10 and 20, if depending on how quickly you're keeping up, the only time you have him in clear line of sight is during the little tunnel. Otherwise, as soon as he hits the door, he could hit any of the other exits, and you'd only catch the end tail.
Probably trying to get keep within the 10 range then.
All right, then. But when do you close that distance?
When do I close the distance?
Yeah. Like, are you going to immediately be 10 feet as soon as he starts leaving, or are you going to wait until he gets into the tunnel?
I'll wait until the tunnel, because it's a decently long tunnel, right?
Yeah, that's a good 30.
Yeah.
I think 30 to 45 feet is the last. Yeah. It's a little ways away. But, yeah. Get him there. And how obvious are you going to make this bit of power walking, then just stop and walk in behind him?
Yeah. I would, slow down. I think at this point, she's not trying to be like super, super obvious, but she isn't necessarily trying to be subtle. Like I think this is like still trying to be stealthy and like, but I think she's kind of wanting him to, depending on how perceptive he is, pick up that she is tailing him at this point.
You can just go ahead and roll me a general charisma. And or intelligence.
Intelligence. And no bonus for either of them. No proficiency.
No, just straight check.
Well, I get the same bonus for both of them, so 14 total.
All right. Then you get the feeling that by the time you reach the end of the little thing, while he has not yet turned around, you get the feeling that he knows he's being tailed.
Okay. Can I get the gist of like what his reaction to this is? Probably not a ton of details.
The only really way you get to really tell is because the tail that was just acting like a little belt has suddenly become playful and is now making odd little gestures.
Okay. With like whipping around a little.
Little bit, and it's oddly flexible and malleable.
All right. I'll give a little bit of distance, more like not like too much farther back, but like I'll give like a couple extra feet.
So you were 10 feet, you're going what, like back to 15 or 14, 13, 12,
Probably,
20?
Like effectively I think it would be like 15, but probably like slowing more to like 13, 14. Until we kind of get to the end of this hallway.
You won't let him get past 15.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, you get there, he has yet to turn around. He does do a quick coin toss right before he closes the door, and you see the coin has in fact slipped from his hand and lies at the door entrance as it closes behind you. It closes behind him.
All right.
Coin is on the floor, and the door is closed, and you are approaching, assuming you're keeping your normal pace. You're about to push the door in yourself and pass or walk past the coin.
All right. Do I notice anything on the coin? Like a
You're
sigil?
gonna stop to look, stop to pick it up. What you doing?
As I'm kind of like getting to it, I kind of want to look in it and like see if it's something like. Do I need to like kind of look if I like look farther down, or if I can just kind of see it with a cursory glance?
With a cursory glance, you can see that the coin is somehow wedged in between two of the stone tiles that are on the ground at the door entrance, so it's standing perfectly vertical. It's an odd little bit of, almost like, kind of almost like a little trick, because it's essentially the coin toss that landed perfectly on evens.
Yeah, perfectly between. Oh, so this coin would be like stopping her from opening the door if like she just tried pulling the door open, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you notice that as soon as you do, it jams for a second. Not impossible, but you are going to have to physically exert the door open.
I'll just pull the coin out. Unless it's like wedged in there, like she would have to like yank it out.
Nothing you couldn't pull out yourself, but it's going to take you like a second to, pull it out. It's almost like a little doorstop.
That's a neat trick. Can she like roll it like down the hallway, or would it just be more efficient to like pick it out?
Whichever you'd like. You have to stop to unlodge it from the door. Whether you're going to like pick it up or take it out first before you open the door, or you're just going to like force the door open and let it like essentially fling the coin.
I'll pick out the coin. I'll just pick it up and kind of pull it out, and
you have
not immediately.
Do you have it? Or like, are you picking it up, or are you just leaving?
Picking it up and kind of examining it as she's kind of continuing on, but she is kind of being aware of her threat, like very briefly, like giving it a look over before she walks through.
Before you look around, because you've now entered back into the tavern area.
Yeah.
All right. You can mark this in your inventory. You have 1 platinum.
Ah.
And you look around, and it has no distinguishable markings of any kind.
Interesting. Should I mark this with my coin in my coin inventory, or should I mark this distinctly separate?
Both. Both. You have 1 platinum, but it is unmarked in use. Depending on who you're trying to use this on, they might give you something for it, might question why it's unmarked.
Okay. All right, I got that added in. So yeah, she is very quickly she's just gonna palm it for now. Not gonna spend the time to like put it in her bag. She is seeing where he went, because I assume he's kind of been able to get ahead in this time.
In this time, you don't really see where he went. He's not in the bar, and both the double doors, cellar doors for the thing look closed with the guard standing there, and the little line to leave is there. You can always ask, though. There are guards at every door. There are people in the bar who are looking and just enjoying their time, and the guy assumingly just passed through.
Would like one of the doors like be like just barely closing, like I heard here, or like see it like just finished closing as I come through?
Not in the current atmosphere. It's a little too much noise, but like I said, people around, and some specifically looking around like to look for anything weird or odd.
Okay. Leah is gonna look to Al again, and kind of like not like full on walking over.
He is currently not in the bar. He's bussing tables.
Okay. I'll still go over to Al as he's bussing the table. It's like, have you seen the man I described earlier? He just came through.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Very busy at the moment. just finished a large rush. This place has been really busy for some reason.
Good luck with that rush.
Thanks. Apparently there's a party going on upstairs.
Interesting. Leah's going to look around and see if he may be hiding in the room somewhere.
You can go ahead. Are you asking or just looking around?
Just looking around and observing right now.
All right. With your perception alone, you can look.
All right.
No one in this room matches that person's very, very distinct description.
Yeah. And I don't need a roll.
No, just passive alone, you can tell they are not in this room. And it doesn't. A quick once around, and you can see every crack and crevice of this place. The tables, the people, they're not here.
Can't let people does not work. Okay. Handcuff myself to him or something.
It's like, roll me a quick intelligence check.
Intelligence. Okay. 18 total.
Okay. You're going to look at the door you just came out of that has a guard standing by and is literally just looking at everybody going through it and out of it.
Okay.
You can probably ask him.
That was the next step. Is it just I'm not going to waste time considering which guard to ask.
You ask him this quick description, and he just points at the entrance of the spa house and the draped door.
Okay. She will follow into the spa and see where he ended up, or see if she can see him and then investigate from there.
And you see him, and he is in fact there speaking with one of the workers at this place, not at the reception, but just a bit past it, to one of the other individual workers at the bar, at the establishment. You can tell they are wearing the specific robe.
Okay. Has he seen me, you think? Or you think? Has he taken note of me?
No, he's not. He is very focused in on this specific conversation, and he seems to be handing them rolled up scroll. And does seem to be chatting with them amicably. Seems to have a drink in hand now, though, now that the coin is won.
Okay. Let's see. He didn't look back to look at Leah. Leah, let's see. Sorry, I'm saying let's see a lot. New catchphrase! Let's see. In here, I think outfit number 4 is going to be most appropriate. Copy the image. And send it. So she kind of stepping briefly back out of the spa, and then once she's kind of changed her shift weave, she will kind of step back in. Same deal as before. She is looking like her physical appearance is the same, but she is now kind of wearing that sort of outfit. And trying to change her body language a bit to kind of fit in with maybe some of the. She's not in uniform, I don't believe, but she is trying to look more like she belongs in a place like this.
As a customer, as a worker, as a.
I guess probably more like a customer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem with that. You walk in and you're given the same greeting from the hostess, asking, "What's your pleasure?" and essentially giving you the normal sales pitch while you're you're in clear sight of them, and they seem to be wrapping up the conversation. How are you responding?
To the receptionist, she will just kind of say, If I could just have a moment, I am waiting for a friend of mine. And Leah is going to kind of step away for a moment if unless there's like the receptionist kind of has some it's like, oh well, you can't wait in the lobby here. I don't know. Probably not, right?
Well, depends if you ask. If you're just here to like to say just a quick relaxation, but then you leave. But yeah, no, to enter the lobby you do have to pay.
Oh, to enter even the lobby area that I'm already standing in.
Oh no, the lobby the
Okay.
lobby area is just the standing place, and like to actually go in and sit down and have like actual stuff. That's when
Okay.
it's when you've already essentially ordered what you wanted to do.
Okay. So he's gonna kind of take a step away from the desk.
Just standing in the doorway.
Yeah, still kind of in the doorway. She's gonna put a finger up to her ear, and I don't believe I brought this up last time in her description, but part of her, she is wearing a earring in one ear with kind of this blue crystal with like kind of with a wire wrapped around it, kind of holding it in place, like a round blue crystal. And she just kind of puts a finger up to that ear, and I'm going to use the earring message, one of the charges with that, cast message on this tiefling. And she's gonna message him. I know you're busy. Actually, let me keep track of the words because that is important. Message is 25 or 50. I think it's. Oh, it actually doesn't have a word limit, it looks like. Huh. That's neat.
Yeah, no, the limit with that one is just the range and the. I think that's pretty much it. It just takes an action.
Yeah. Range, action, yeah.
And I think in line of sight, I think is also.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a line of sight. Actually, no. If you're familiar with the target, you can do it and like know where the target is roughly. You can do it like through a limited amount of solid surfaces, but you can do it through objects.
Yeah, no, it's pretty decent. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Little walkie-talkie.
Yeah. I assume I'm within 120 feet of him right now.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So she is going to send a message saying, I know you're plenty busy at the moment, but if you have a brief bit of time, somebody has a few questions for you regarding your upcoming job. Look for me in the lobby. And she'll end the message there. And hopefully this will go over well. She's going to kind of play up a bit more of a...
Quick question though. Does he get a response, or does he just get the message?
He does have the option to give a response.
And you'll notice that he seems to get a bit of a wasn't a surprised look. It was more like a quick head tilt. While he's in the middle of a conversation, you notice he doesn't stop the conversation while you hear him responding. So terribly sorry, but my dance card is rather full for the upcoming week. I'm afraid I'll have to move your appointment somewhere down the line.
Can I roll perhaps an insight check to see whether this is like a test or whether this is kind of like a genuine like, sorry, but I'm full. Because I do believe I do believe Leah was there when he said that like he feels like he's one or two short? Has he like changed his mind? Is Lee's trying to get?
Oh no,
or-
he saw her and he did the whole evaluation thing, which said, "Yeah, you'd probably be in more trouble."
Oh, he did see her. He
Yeah, no,
turned
he
around.
did. He did see her, and he did, in fact, was about to offer the job, but then realized, on second thought, let's keep that in reserve. And
All right.
well, yeah, no, I know that's the one thing you haven't noticed. You've not made yourself visible to him this whole time, so he's not sure who he's talking to. That's
Okay.
You're aware he's not yet seen you.
Okay. He has not yet seen me, but
No, he
he's
did
thinking
get this
is something
message,
that-
and he's not sure what. Well, you don't know what he thinks this is, and
Okay.
this could be just the way he talks, or something else. You said inside. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. I roll that. Oops, 17.
And with that, you feel like there's just a bit of, almost like just a bit of irritation of being contacted in this way, whether it's just because that he doesn't like this happening or just not knowing who it is. But you can tell that he's genuine when he says that he does see himself as being busy. But nothing about this overtly tells you he's hostile. Just simply letting someone know that they're not available. What
Okay.
that action or how that was interpreted is still up in.
All right. Also to double check, because Leah was listening in, it sounded like he was saying like, "Oh, I'll meet you guys there in like 5 minutes." But I assume this is gonna take a lot longer than 5 minutes.
No,
Actually-
he's about to leave. Like after this thing, he's literally you saw him hand off a scroll, do a bit of chatting, finish a drink, and was making his way to the exit while you
Okay.
finish your little mental thing.
Okay. Then I guess as he's approaching, I'll send a second message saying, "Well, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I think there's something we should discuss. And it does seem like you have a few slots on your dance card. Perhaps not the one you were envisioning, though."
I don't judge books by the cover, but I do judge them by rule, and that's all I have for you for now.
By
But if
rule,
you do
said?
wish to keep going, I would am more than happy to set that appointment. Unless you stop him, he walks right past you.
I think as he's like walking past, let me actually roll. Do I? Okay, yeah, she is going to kind of, kind of, not trying to like full on like grab him, but she is going to kind of like put a hand on his shoulder as he's walking past.
Okay, will that be a brushing pass, or you can actually try and shake him a bit, try and get his attention?
Enough to kind of like try to get his attention and get him to like stop, but not like I'm not like grabbing him. Like I want him like if he wanted to, he could just like slide off, I think, and like walk past.
He will for a split second, just finishing the message, but then he will acknowledge with a courteous, beg your pardon, and just wait for a second or two before he's going to start to leave again.
Leah will say,